Good morning. In the last video, we have seen different concepts regarding strings. That is, how to declare a string, then how it is stored inside the memory, and how to read a string. So there are two methods, that is compile time, and second one is runtime. Compile time means in a program itself we store one string, that is some characters inside a string, that is compile time. And runtime, there are four methods. First method is scanf with %c, second getchar, third scanf with %s, and fourth one using getS. So these are the four methods to read a string at runtime. Out of these, generally we use third and fourth method, that is scanf with %s method or getS method. But this third method, that is scanf with %s, has one limitation. So what is that limitation? It cannot read white space. Means whenever in a string there is a space, then that space cannot be accepted. Whenever a space is typed while entering a string, the reading of the string is terminated from that instant. So the remaining part is not stored inside the string, and previous part only is stored inside a string. So that is the limitation of scanf with %s. Fourth method, that is using getS. So it is the best method. So getS in bracket name of string, that is the syntax. So just type name of string inside getS. So whole string will be accepted even though it is including the white space. So these are the methods to read a string at compile time and runtime. Next part was how to display a string. Once string is stored in a memory, and if I have to display it on screen, so how to display it? So there are four methods. So we have already seen these methods. First method is with printf with %c, then putchar. Third method is printf with %s, and last one is puts. Generally we use third and fourth method. Okay. Now we will demonstrate these concepts with the help of one program. So we will open our IDE, that is Turbo C++. So this is a program which is already typed here. Some part is already typed. So we will see all these concepts one by one. Okay. Now suppose string is declared as char s of 10 equal to abcy. So what type of initialization is this? This is the compile time initialization, because we are storing the string in a program itself, char s of 10 equal to abcy. Now suppose I have to display a string. Okay, so I will type one message, printf string is. So string is, and we have to print a string. Okay, so there are four methods. So out of that we will use third and fourth. Okay, first I will show you third method, that is with printf with %s. So printf string is, and here I will give that specifier, format specifier, that is %s. And this %s is for what? It is for a string having a name s. We can give any name to string. For example, I have given here s as a name of string, so you can give any name. Okay, so scanf, printf string is %s comma s. So the name, that is the string with the name s, will be printed. We will save the program, compile it, and run it. So see the output. String is abcy. So whatever we have stored in a string, that is printed on a screen with the help of printf with %s. Okay, now we will see how to read a string at runtime. Okay, now suppose string is declared like this, char s of 20, and now I have to read a string at runtime. Okay, runtime means while running a program I will enter a string from keyboard. Okay, So for reading a string from the keyboard, first we will display one message, that is enter a string. That message will be displayed on a screen, and then I am going to enter a string at runtime. Okay. So for that I will type one message, printf enter a string. Okay, enter a string. So this message will be printed, and whenever this message is printed on a screen, I have to enter a string, and that entered string should be accepted and stored inside s. So for that I have to write something here, right? So that something means our four methods to read a string. So first we will use third method, that is scanf with percentage. Okay, so scanf, the format or syntax is like this: scanf inside a double quote percentage comma and then name of string only, and is not required. Address symbol ampersand is not required here. We have already explained this. Okay, so scanf percentage s. Okay, so that string will be accepted at runtime, and in the next line we will print a string. Whichever I have entered, that string will be printed. Okay, so this is our program. We'll save it, compile, okay, and run. See now, the message is printed as enter a string. So I will type a same string abcy and enter. So it is displaying the same string is abcy. Okay, now I will show you limitation of scanf with percentage. See, here we have used scanf with percentage, and there is one limitation. What is that limitation? That limitation is whenever there is a space, white space in a string, that space will not be accepted using this function, right? So we will see this limitation. So I will run the program. Now I will give a string which has some space in between it. Okay, so I will type here enter a string. I will type Amrut Wahini College of Engineering. Amrut Wahini College of Engineering. So this is my string, right? And it contains space. There are three spaces. In between Amrut Wahini and college, there is first space. In between college and off, there is second space. And in between off and engineering, there is a third space. Now this string cannot be read using scanf with percentage because it contains a space. So what will happen here? Whenever there is a space in a string, first space, at that point itself the string is terminated. Means in this string the first space is in between Amrut Wahini and college. So string will be terminated from that point only. So College of Engineering space and then College of Engineering. This part will not be stored. Only Amrut Wahini will get stored. See, enter. See the output. What is output? String is Amrut Wahini. So only Amrut Wahini part is accepted. Space and then College of Engineering, that part is skipped. That is not accepted. Why? Because we have used scanf with percentage here. So that is the limitation of scanf with percentage. Okay. Now we will use another function. Instead of scanf with percentage, I will use getS function. So syntax is getS in bracket name of the string, that is s. So getS s. I will save the program, compile it, and run it. Now see, enter a string. Now I will enter the same string here. Amrut Wahini College of Engineering. So again same string is entered as the input. Amrut Wahini space college space of space engineering. Enter. Now see the output. String is Amrut Wahini College of Engineering. So whatever we have typed, all that text or all that string is stored, is accepted, including white space also. Okay, so that is the advantage of using getS function. Gets, it can accept white space also. Okay, so this is the advantage of getS function as compared to scanf with percentage. Okay, so best method is to use getS to read a string at runtime. Okay, now so we have seen how to read a string using scanf with percentage as well as getS. Now for displaying a screen, we have used this statement, that is printf with percentage. Okay. Now instead of that, we will use puts. So I will modify this function or this statement as puts in bracket s. So getS to read a string and puts to display a string. Okay. And here we will type a message printf slash n string is. Okay, now just compile it, save this program, compile it and run it. Enter a string, same string I will enter here, Amrutvahini College of Engineering. Okay, and enter. So see the output, string is Amrutvahini College of Engineering. So I am getting the same output. So either you can use printf with %s or you can use puts to display a string. Okay, they are one and the same. The only difference is see the location of cursor after the string is printed. See here, string is printed, string is Amrutvahini College of Engineering, and then where is the cursor now? The cursor is blinking on the next line. Cursor is blinking on the next line. Okay, so whenever we use puts, the cursor will automatically come to next line in output screen, and if we use printf with %s, then cursor will remain in the same line. Cursor will be in the same line, that is string is Amrutvahini College of Engineering, and after engineering immediately that cursor will blink when we use printf with %s. We will see this. Okay, so for that I will again modify this statement. I will just comment it. This is comment, double slash is comment. Comment means this line will be there in a program, but it is inactivated. It is not executed now. Okay, it will be there. It is visible in a program, but it will not be executed because it is written inside a comment. Okay, so I will use here printf string is a %s comma s. Save the program, compile it and run. Enter a string, again same string, Amrutvahini College of Amrutvahini College of Engineering. Okay, enter. Now see, the string is displayed as it is. There is no difference. The only difference is position of cursor after printing a string. Now see the cursor. Where is it? It is immediately after a word engineering. So whenever we use printf with %s, cursor will remain in the same line, but when we use puts, the cursor comes to a next line after printing a string. So that is the only difference between printf with % and puts. So in this video we have seen how to read a string at compile time, then how to read a string at runtime, and how to display a string on output screen. Okay, So remaining part, that is operations on string, we will cover it in a next lecture. Thank you.